Hello and welcome to another Auto 7 video. Today I'm going to talk about a small city car that actually came in as a part exchange. It reminds me a lot of the original Mini, and obviously the Mini's been around for 60 odd years, and to see what it's become, a much larger car. The amount of times people say to me, oh, a Mini's not a Mini anymore, like look how big it is, just get over it. But this car behind me was a car built by a massive manufacturer, Toyota, and it was launched in 2009, and it's actually shorter than the original Mini, and it still has 4 seats, it's still got loads of premium features, and it's a really cracking little car. I've driven it quite a bit now and I've grown to really like it. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of footage of me driving the car through Liverpool, and hopefully you'll get a feel about what it's all about. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll be posting some more videos very soon. This is a car that we don't usually sell very often, if at all. Toyota IQ, or Aston Martin Signet, as they think. Let's turn this music down. This is one thing to start with. I have no idea how to turn the radio off. I'll show you a little cutaway of the buttons and stuff in this car. There are very little, so I don't know what everything does. The first thing that is immediately apparent when you drive this car is how small the turning circle is. I'm on a single carriageway road now. I'm going to do a little flip. I'm actually still in the lane that I was in. Now I've just moved over to the other lane. It's bonkers, this thing. This car's just been out as a courtesy car, and I've just actually picked it up from Bootle, and there's an actual battleship just down the road from where I dropped it off, so I've just gone to go and see that. I'll show you a picture now. Fort Victoria, I think it was called. Amazing. Don't see stuff like that in Manchester. So where is this Toyota IQ? Well, it's a tiny little city car with a 1 litre engine. This one has an automatic gearbox. I don't know if they all do, but I think it suits the auto well because it's a zippy little bugger. I love it. The lady who we lent it to described it as really fast, which is a bit of a stretch, but I know what she means. Just around town, throttle response is pretty good. The gearbox works well. I think it's a CVT. Could be wrong. Only a car dealer. It's a really interesting package, this car. It's about as long as I am, lay down with my arms stretched in front of me. The back seats are tiny, and the boot is even smaller. You can literally get about 5 sheets of A4 paper in there. I'll show it in a bit. It's just hilarious. If you put the seats down, you actually have a decent load space, and I suspect a lot of owners would treat this like a two-seater city car, like a smart car, with the occasional use of the 2 rear seats. But if you want something for transporting your small family around, don't choose this car. Does it have Isofix? It does. It does. I can't imagine getting a baby seat behind you unless she's sat really far forward. But it's a very simple car, but it's quite a lovely design. This door card here, it's plastic, but it has this sort of wooden texture to it, so it looks semi-premium, and it's got like a dark brown tint to it, so it actually looks pretty good, I think. The steering wheel is quite nice and quite chunky, quite a serious steering wheel for a little car, and then you've just got a very simple speedo and rev counter in front of you, and then a little digital display which just shows you things like time, what gear you're in. So it must be a CVT then. Oh no, it just says D, so yeah, it must be a CVT. Mileage, time, track on the CD. Oh, we've got a CD. What CD do we have in here? Judith Durham. The steering wheel just has a couple of controls on it. Just got volume and up and down on your track or the radio, and then a button that says mode, power. Power mode. Oh, that must be on and off. Oh, power. Oh, idiot. The center console is this like weird triangle shaped thing with a couple of air vents central knob which you can change between fan temperature and the mode, and then you use the knob to change it, which is quite funky, quite a good design. And then you just got a row of buttons for climate and stuff. Very, very simple interior, actually quite effective. The legroom for the passenger is insane. There's like a huge cutaway, there's no glove box, but what it means is your passengers actually have a shitload of room. It's called the IQ, it's supposed to be quite a clever little car, and I think it is. This has got electric windows, it's got keyless entry and keyless start. Cracking little car, it really is. We don't come across stuff like this that often, just cars that actually go back and think, wow, it's a nice little surprise, that thing. This is one of those cars. But the boot is a joke. This little Toyota actually has quite a curious link to Aston Martin, and you're probably thinking, yeah, go on then, what is it? Does it share the same fuses or something like that? But no, you'd be wrong. It's actually a lot more significant than that. You see, car manufacturers are under constant pressure from regulations to create cars which are good for the environment, and when you have a range like Aston Martin, particularly at this time where they were creating naturally aspirated V12s and V8s, they were struggling, and car manufacturers were tasked with having across their entire range like a sort of average for the cars they produce. And there was no way they were going to achieve that with the engines that they make. 4.7 litre V8s, 5.9 litre V12s, no chance. So what they did was they teamed up with Toyota and created a car called the Aston Martin Signet, which was actually basically this car, mechanically identical. And what they basically did was put a new front end on it, new lights on the back, new bumper, and spiced up the interior slightly. They quilted it with leather, even put like a cushion in the back, I think. And it was quite a nice little car, but it was just one of these underneath. And you can still buy those cars used, and they're about £30,000, which is a bit steep, but it is an Aston Martin, and probably the most reliable and easy to drive Aston Martin that you could ever buy. You could save yourself 25 grand, get this instead, and just put a Ferrari badge on it. It's the same kind of concept, isn't it? I really like this car. It's one of those little star cars that you don't expect to really like it. It comes in and you think, oh yeah, cool, yeah, that can be a good part X. And then you jump in it and you think, wow, there's a lot of thought gone into this. What else have we got down here? There's a little socket for plugging in your cigarette lighter. There's an auxiliary port for iPod. There's a traction control button. Not sure what difference that's going to make. I've just turned it off. Whoa! Rapid. Right, I'm going to see if I can brake traction. See if I can kick down in this. Are you ready? More noise. That's what that pedal does. More noise. I'm still doing the same speed. What? And again, and again. Actually put the traction control back on, I think. Too leery, it would seem. So what are the costs of these sort of cars? This has done 50,000 miles. I think it's got partial surface history. It's worth about £5,000. I think we're going to advertise it for about that. We just need to clean it and detail it, which, judging by the size of it, is going to take about 2 minutes. If you enjoy these quick-fire little review videos of some of our cars, just make sure you like and subscribe our channel and you won't miss any new videos that get uploaded. And if you want to see any cars in particular, have a look at our website, and if you see a car that you want us to do a quick review of, just let us know in the comments and we'll go and do it. It's not a big issue. I like it, I get to drive these things. currently driving through Liverpool, home of Alder Hey Hospital, which my son was there for just over a month when he was born because he had a bit of a problem. And what an amazing place. I donate money to them every month, just so that parents get the same level of attention and care, and the children get the same level of attention and care as we did, and it was phenomenal. I can't thank them enough, really. It was a beautiful place with beautiful people, and my son is now alive, crucially, and just turned 2 years old. So thank you, Alder Hey. Thank you, Liverpool. There's a guy doing a wheelie though on a moped, whatever it is. Those stupid little dirt bikes. No registration plates, no helmet. What are you playing at? The ups and downs of the big cities of England. They're going to kill themselves. It's just silly, really silly. Part of this journey back to base is going to be on the motorway, and I'm intrigued to know what this car is like. Okay, here we go, onto the motorway. I'm going to give it full throttle. 40, we're going downhill. 50, 60, 70. You know what, this is alright. Do you know what, that is really good. I thought it would be an absolute joke on here. But that is absolutely what you need to get on a motorway in the UK. Lane 1, I'm doing 70 miles an hour, I'm doing 2,500 RPM. This is a real surprise, a real treat, this. I thought it'd be just a city car and nothing else, but I could quite easily drive this for a couple of hours on the motorway. Just put on my country and western music that was left by the previous owner. Brakes work. Let's turn that off. Turn it off. Turn it off. So thanks very much for watching. I've enjoyed this journey. I hope you've enjoyed a little sneak peek of what the Toyota IQ is all about. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. Keep watching.